Hello everyone, happy Friday before Christmas. This is Catmore with Barry the Caretaker, and we just finished up a little bit of a cleanup and a move. So in our last video you will note that we moved our combustor to hang from the ceiling, and we have our little containment unit to keep the little foods in a little pile. I will put some additional boxes around the back here because they do tend to bounce all over the place. But I did turn off my electric engine because I think it's still off. Yeah, it's off. Yeah, because the use of the food thingy drained our power down to 3.5 kilowatt hours from 6. So we're just going to let everything stay off for a little while, rebound our power. And I did add, in support of the effort to make food, because both the food grinder and the food producer are big energy hogs, so I added an additional 4 batteries here to stock up, and we're just getting them powered up now. Of course it's night, so we'll get more power once the sun comes up. We moved the ship during the night to a location on the route that we were taking. I forgot the name of it. It's a habitat place. Let's go look. I forgot the name of it. Sorry about that. Okay. We are at habitat node 3-12.3. Get a screenshot of that. We came from the last listener station last night. We were going to go maybe there, but I decided until we get the seeds and get everything going on the humans, we probably should hold those for later. We have as many seeds as we need. We have 9 seeds in the Norfolk. That's the name of it. I couldn't remember what the name of that place was last night when I was trying. But it's at the Norfolk. Right here, the Norfolk grave. That's where we're going to go grab our first set of seeds, because that's what the game wants us to do. And you'll notice, if you do look around, there are some more unknowns on here that weren't there when we first went through. We went to every node in this circle, and now 2 new ones, they look small, have showed up. I don't know if they're underwater or on the surface, so we'll find out. Then in the initial circle, also a couple new things have showed up because we had done all of this too. Here's Lazarus complex. We still haven't gotten the tower activated, but we're getting there, and that's where we're headed. We just stopped here because it was directly on the route, and I thought, yeah, what the heck. We've done 094, but I hadn't seen this one before, so either it wasn't there before, or I just bypassed it because my route took me this way, because we were going down to see the Exodus station. So we got a little power started at the Exodus, but we couldn't get in. We need a human in a pod to open that door, so that's what we're going to do. We came up here because it didn't say last listener then, it just said unknown, and I thought, oh, another beacon. We'll get an area up here maybe that we can explore. Turned out to be the last listener station, which is part of the lore, and we've gotten here prematurely, but we did get it explored, looted. I took every last scrap, every little beast, every little Christmas ornament from little Susie Who. We emptied it completely. I found a couple of secret areas in my last video, and braved a few crazy jumps. Oh, by the way, I threw all the stuff down from there into the water to collect later. It was gone. It did not float. That's the first time I can say that stuff dropped in the water did not float. Whatever happened to it, it just disappeared. So all of that loot that I threw down, I mean, it's not the end of the world. It was nothing fancy. If there was anything really good, I shredded it and took it with me. But it was mostly plastic and metal and stuff that I threw off that secondary ledge. It's gone. So don't do that. Make sure you go over there with a couple of small batteries or something, if you can make that jump with that extra weight. And keep yourself well powered before you go on that jump. And then just cut everything up over there. Don't try to bring it back. The other thing that I discovered, which is probably a glitch that they're going to have to work on, you can't bring a heavy box down the elevator. I put 2 heavy boxes on it, dropped down to where I had moved my ship to, and they stayed up top. So I go back up and look for them, and they were there hanging in midair. So it's clearly a glitch, some kind of an elevator glitch. And I took one off the elevator, picked the other one up in my hands, and then tried to hit the elevator button to go down with it in my hands, but that turned out to be tricky. I couldn't push the button and hold the thing. So I set the thing down on the elevator, hit the button quick and grabbed it because it started to float up in the air, and got it down that way, went back up for the second one. Then I discovered when I was going to take the empty boxes back up that the same thing is true going up with empty ones. They stayed at the bottom and ended up underneath the elevator. So I had to take the elevator down part way, jump off, grab the boxes out from under it because it wouldn't go all the way down and I couldn't extract them from underneath. And then just decided that the boxes weren't going to work for this particular go around. I don't know if that's just the last last listener station where that elevator is glitched. But just be aware that if you take boxes and you fill the boxes to keep the weight off of you, you may have trouble getting them where you need to go at the end if you have an elevator involved. So just give yourself some extra time and patience for that. I'm sure they'll work out the bug. I've reported it. And I didn't report the going back up thing with the empty ones, though. I had brought the boxes across the bridge from the other direction. Or I made them up top. I'm not sure which. But in any case, it didn't work. So it's a good idea to help keep the weight off of me, but it didn't work out. I had to actually take all the goods into me and carry the box. So that's FYI. Alright, so we're going to hit this one. Then we're going to go to Lazarus and work on our pumps. Get everything running. I'm going to add a lot more power because I'm debating if I try to do all 4 at once. I believe we'll bottom out on the power that we do have now because I have 13 batteries on my boat and just a small period of time trying to use the food processor bottomed out my batteries. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the food processor at the base of Lazarus. I am going to build a whole series of batteries that are isolated to just the food processor, and then get that thing running because it's slow and we need food, but it's tapped quite a lot of my energy right now, so we're going to leave it off until we can get a full day in and power up our batteries. Sorry for the long-winded start, but I thought you might be interested to know the thought process that has been going on. Also, in keeping with the food processor, I moved it out here because I felt it needed a direct draw from the boat, and that did work. Taking the water and the power directly from the sources instead of wiring through all these cables, it worked. It started to produce again. So it seems to have been a little changed by the update to be either more of a power hog or I'm not sure, but it's a little glitchy now. So, but it did work. I produced food up here on the deck, so I'm going to just leave it there. It's a convenient spot for it. I took the Sabatier out, so it doesn't really matter. But again, don't run it unless you have a lot of power on hand, because that sucker runs you dry. This one will too. The composter gobbles power like nobody's business. It spews out a lot of smoke too, so it's good that it's sitting here with the door open. This sucker shoots the food out into my little catchment area. And then what I did was I made boxes. They're color-coded by the type of food that's in there, so that I can quickly grab. And they put labels now on the front, which is terrific. So I have carbohydrates, omega-3s, calcium. There's 3 white ones, which is not too helpful, but the protein's off-white, so hopefully that'll help. The bioregulator is the kind of bluey, greeny one. Cool. The black one is the nanite nutrient, so we got that now on the front. We got mitochondrial amplifier and fat, protein, and vitamin D. There are 9 kinds of, so far, 9 kinds of food that are produced from the 6 or 7 types of food bits. blobs that you get. Okay, now over here, I see I didn't get the color quite right, but I've got the high-end ones, I've got 5 of the other ones, and then I've got the first 4. All separated out because they're very weighty and they take up a lot of room. So I split them all out, and then I'll be able to grab quickly. I'll try to think of a name for it, but it was too complicated and you don't have that much room. So hopefully this is going to help me when I get ready to generate food. I can grab the ones I want real quick. These 2 are the rarest, the most rare I should say. This one's a little bit more, you know, in terms of, see, I've got 439 of those. I've got, oh, I guess it's a 403. So these 3, the blue, the greeny one, and the black are the hardest to come by. They come from the red, from the shark and the angels. So now so we're a little bit more organized. We'll be ready to produce food like nobody's business. But I am going to tear this down when we get to Lazarus and rebuild it on the area outside of it. And then I'm going to just power it up, run it till its nth degree to get those little bottles of, I'll show you what you get. See, you get these, like I showed in that. This is the stuff you feed the humans. That's the end result of all this effort to gather and make the food. And it takes a lot of time. So that's going to be our rate limiter in terms of how long it takes us to get ready to feed the humans. But I do have some stocked up because I've been trying to make this all along. And but I would definitely get started on that early in your own situation, because it takes like 5 minutes per bottle, 5 real life minutes per food source, and that might depend on how much power you've got, because it runs more and more slowly. I also have those amplifiers. I have quite a few of them built, these things. So they are efficiency matrix, conservation coil, excuse me. Yeah, those ones are going to help us use less power and produce more food with it, I hope. You have 5 or 6 different choices for these things. Some of them are more costly and use titanium. I have not made the titanium kind, just FYI. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm gonna put these guys back. And I'm gonna build this little alleyway out of small boxes, because they're not too costly, and these things are needed back here. Let's put them just down. I'll just put them down here. I've got them for the food processor and for the stuff producer. Actually, you know what I should do? Is take some of these out and just put them directly on the food processor. I took them off in order to run the food processor. I lay them down so they're not in the way. You come out of there. Stuck. Uh-oh. How'd that happen? Oh, 2 of them have fallen down in there. Oh, shit. Probably won't be able to get them out. Hang on. There we go. I had a gap in between those 2 boxes. Okay. Yeah, we'll just put those there for now. I've got 2 on me, right? Yep. Let's just go pop these directly onto this machine. If you haven't done this before, this is how it works. It's pretty straightforward. Just drop them, grab them, walk up to the machine, and they will automatically position them. Oh, I say that. Turn them around. And walk up to the machine, and they will suck right onto the machine. So you have the option to put 2 different ones on. So I have efficiency matrix and conservation coil. So I'm hoping what those two together will do is produce more food for, oh wow, that's floating. How is that happening? Okay, that's very disquieting. What's going to happen when we take off? Oh, it's bouncing around. I don't like that. Oh yeah, no, we don't like that. Stop that. That started just after we added those to it. Alright, so there are a few glitches here and there. Documenting that. Because if that's going to happen while we're oh, come on, sit down on the deck, you idiot. Oh, it's bouncing all over the place. Oh, shit. I think they know about this because I read something on there. What if I power it up? Will that slap it down on the... No? Okay, that's weird. Alright, well, if that freaks me out, I'll break it down and put it away. Because I don't want that to get damaged or fall overboard. It looks like it's going to bash into other things too. Oh yeah, it's in my build problem. But anyway, let's get on with our day. This is, oh shoot, habitat. I already forgot what it was. It's a habitation node. So it's probably going to have some enemies of the rollerball type. Could. Pink blobs are very likely. So let's make sure our guns are charged up. They are not. So let's get our gun charged. Electric rifle. There we go. This is a really nice thing. I love this rifle. Sorry guys, a little goopy here. It's cold and I am getting cold. I'm fighting the cold. Apologize for the snorkeling. Okay, there we go. Now how about our backpack? Is that full? Yep. How about us? We are not full. Anyway, that is the current adjustments to the boat. Everything seems to be working well. Bad weather. There's our ladder there and here. So we're going up. I don't want to dock to it because we're going to bounce into it because it's so high off the water, but also because pink blobs can only go so far when they jump off. Alrighty, let's go for it. Wonder if there's anything down under there. Doesn't look like it. Oops, stuck. If you find yourself stuck under something, just hit Q to go down, and then you can, or not Q, control. Yep. Laser boy. They can't hit you when you're at a certain height, so we're going up on that. We're going to go up here and hope there's nothing up here that's going to shoot us. Ooh. How nice is that? A bomb. Also, I didn't get that positioned right. Drop those suckers in the right direction. They can absolutely do your job for you. I tried to take out one of its guns, but I'm not sure. That is how you can proceed. I'm not actually sure take off their guns, then they're helpless. Pretty much dead in the water. How you like them? Oh, look, I almost blew up that. Oosh. Hopefully that'll take care of any residual little pinkies that might be in that box that it's set up. Okay, that was one rollerball. Oh wow, look, we've got a shark moving in on us. I've only got 19 left on here, so that's not going to work. Let's switch to our regular rifle. Okay, might as well get the shark too. Oh, wait, before we switch to the regular rifle, I see a little group of people down there that they really need my last bash of power. I don't know if you saw that, but there's a whole little lovely group of sweeties down there just waiting for a nice big... There we go. Oh man, that shark is ready for me. He wants me. I think he caught some of the residual electricity from that. Well, that's okay with me. We get a shark out of the deal. Let's see, back up a little. Should I use my crosshairs? You can't, if you can't get him in your crosshairs, you can't hit him. There we go. I got plenty of ammo, guys. Let's first, yeah, we're on the fire ones. I like those. Oh, he went down. Can't hit them when they're underwater, that's for sure. Come on, buddy. Bet we could maybe get their attention. Oh, not gonna work. Okay, so let's get down there and get that roller boy. But first, let's make sure we can see from up here. Might as well grab all the crap up here so we don't have to come back up. I think this might have a power up. Okay, can I get on? After playing DayZ for a long time, let me tell you, I'm so glad to play a game where the ladders work. Let's pick that sucker up. Oh, he's still alive. That's funny. So I can't hack him up quite yet. Don't you dare fall in the water. Like a crab. Oh, there he went. Okay, that was the last death throw of the roller boy. Come down from up there. Make sure we don't walk right into another one. They make the same sound when they're dead, so it's very misleading. So far so good. They have high-tech scrap, so it's worth your while. I was kicking myself on my travels last night. We came across the roller boy who fell off. It's hard to believe, but we came across... Hey, why didn't that work? came across the roller boy that fell off the last listener, floating off to sea in that direction we were going. And I was so surprised. And I was like, okay, now what? You know? So I started firing on him, and he woke up. He was rolling, just floating as a quiescent ball. And I shot him. And he came to life and started shooting back at me from the water. So I shot him back and killed him, and he sank. I sure didn't expect that. That sounded like something setting itself in place. So that I did not expect. We didn't come up here. It's one level down from the one we were on before. So why did they put a ladder up to here? Another way to get up there, maybe. Okay. Haven't opened any of the crates over here, but we're not going to. Because what's in the crates can stay in the crates until... The beauty of the Eclipse headlamp. Fries them in their shoes. Yeah, like I said, whatever's in the crates can stay in the crates until I clear what anything actively risking my life. Okay, I'm glad I can turn this off though, because it does drain power. Oh, I hit the power. Nothing here. Something's pushing me. Is this fixable? A lot of help on this one. Yeah, those are pretty broken down. Oh, another roller boy. Okay, so let's think about how we're going to approach this one. He's down there on the end. Is he already rolling? If they're already rolling at me, oh wow. We got a lot of bees. Yeah, he's already moving. He's not where he was before. I think. So we're going to want to get up top, but we're going to be hampered by those bees. Yeah, I can hear him moving. They'll come my way. They usually come flying over and then they swarm up over the railing. Nice thing about them is they almost always go in a direct line. So you can kind of predict where they're going to land. They've gone underwater. Lower area down there. Very dangerous. The bees might have gone underwater. Nope. Oh, that's weasels. Weevils. Leeches, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Little bastards. They're going to start popping with daylight. Well, it's still working. Percentage-wise. Let's turn that off. It's still producing. Oh, it's not producing any, but it did turn itself. Okay. I don't know what happened to our bees. They went underneath, I think. How much ammo have we got? Plenty. Oh, hey, we picked up 75 rifle ammos in one of those boxes. Or, not rifle, sniper. There he is, rolling. There he is. Oh, he's falling. He's falling and I don't think he can get back. Oh, yeah, he can. Just wanting to back off this, here. Taking a small amount of hits, health-wise. Now he can't hit us. Okay, so let's put our backpack on. A little short on power. Still on the, yeah, we're still on the fire ammo. And I've got one electric grenade. Let's drop that sucker on him. Style. Oh, look, it knocked his guns off. Oh, how dog. Okay, now we're not going to shoot him in that direction. He'll fall in the water. Alright, let's see. What have we got up here? Let's see if we can get him to walk away from the edge. Electric bomb for the win. Over here, buddy. That's okay if you die there. Shots after an electric bomb. Okay, put that one away. It's going to be super heavy after this, but it's daylight, so we can run back to the boat. Wow, a habitat protected by 2 roller boys. At least 2. There could be more. What's up with that? Seems a little overkill for a habitat. Like I said, I don't know if this is new since the update or if this was here and I just sailed past it. I don't remember. I'd have to go back and look at the maps in the videos I made previously. I think there might be a lower level than I'm on right now. For this one too. Can't tell for sure. Oh yeah, I think there might be an underside to that. Yeah, there's a downstairs. Okay. So right now let's run back to the boat, get rid of all the stuff we picked up, get it processing. I gotta pick up any more, I won't be able to move. Alright, let's get to the back of the boat. Alright, well we took out the 2 roller boys, so I think that's the majority, and a lot of, oh yeah, it's still bouncing up and down. And a lot of those bumblebees, but I think those are going to be back to haunt us because they went down and they didn't come back up, so they're there somewhere. They didn't come to the ship, that's good. I'm worried that's going to cause like a capsize issue because it's behaving badly. Take this risk. Now, it's kind of in the way, but it works. Right, I gotta make some small boxes to contain that before I start it up again. I think what I might do also is take that one. Oh, I went past the grinder. I'm going to take the composter and park it in a safe space where the food can just bounce all over the place to its heart's content. Change the bits to... Where did I put the bits? Oh, there are these boxes up here. These were the boxes I had originally been trying to carry around. So this is called bio-waste blobs. That's where I'm putting that stuff. Let's see what else have I got on me. Okay, let's go ahead and put down these two. Won't need those. Stash them here after I get done. Keep in mind those petrol ones are flammable, so be really careful what you shoot at in here. How is our power? Still 3.9. It hasn't really gone up. It's happened before too. Did I leave that running? I might have. Nope, I got it turned off. So the only thing running right now is the recycler. And we still haven't recouped the power loss. That's been happening since the new release too, that your power just doesn't want to go back up. But that could be related to putting the new batteries in place too, so they're filling. And it's going to take a day or so to generate power from all of our sources in order to get it going. I might have to run over there and check on the batteries, or I mean the wind turbines, and make sure they're not damaged, because they don't put out when they're, at least not as much when they're damaged. So that can affect your ability to lay down more power. I just put those additional batteries in last night, so after I got off stream and after I cleaned up most of the last listener. Actually, it wasn't as daunting as I thought to clean that up. There's a lot of stuff there. Don't mind me on that, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Okay, we're still carrying quite a lot of ammo. Oh, we're going to put down the sniper rifle. We don't need it. Sniper ammo. But we picked up a box of 75 of those. That's huge. Look how much weight we dropped just by dropping those bullets. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, we need to power up the rifle. Oh, switch. Okay. That powered up. So this has kind of been my go-to approach. If you're going to go in where there's a lot of sweeties, the electric rifle is unstoppable. You build up a nice charge, let them have it, blah. Also works against all those pinkies, as we discovered, and even through glass, which is a real boon. Okay, so we made that. Let's go over this ladder this time. We went down to... We didn't go down in the water, we just went underneath. Let's see if there's anything down here. Oh, we're 60 feet, 60 meters deep. I don't see anything so far. and I don't think they go any deeper than that. Because most, okay, let's get back up to the surface as quickly as we can. Ah, that's where these guys went. They followed me down, isn't that cool? Trying to kill me underwater. Hard to aim. Ah! Hard to aim underwater. There we go. Got most of them. There's probably 2 or so below me. I'm going up, but real slowly. Yeah, don't do this at night. Gotta remember that you draw a lot of power when you're keeping on your... Oh, they're coming after me. Really hard to aim underwater. There we go. Got most of them. Where's our boat? There we are. So this is the ladder I wanted to target. Haven't been up this one yet. Let's swim all the way around the underside. See if we can come up with any secret areas under the lip of the... Oops, I don't see anything. Alright. What the heck is that shit? Guys, where's our ship? Come up with, how did I manage to get all the way over here? Okay, that was weird. It's like I traveled in space and time. Okay, well, we'll start over here then. I don't care. We haven't gone up. Let's do that first. Oh, there's a bunch of money down there. Yeah, you have to pick up the money. And from what I read in the new notes is that they want you to send that into space. I can't get up there. Should be able to go up here, yeah. Man, I'm getting all kind of sniper rods. Oh my gosh. This is a sniper fortress. Obviously. You have firing ports, protected. So this was something what they used to protect themselves from marauders or something. That's a cheery thought. As the resources got more and more rare, they probably did have marauders to deal with. Look at how heavily reinforced this is. You would have to really hit those slots to kill anybody up here. Smart. Nicely thought out. Okay, and down near impregnable. So obviously they were expecting attack from that direction, or from the sides, I guess, but not from the back. Isn't that weird? Huh. Strip the place from the top down. there's anything in here. I don't see how you get into this crate though. So, oh, probably from below. Sometimes they made it so that the door is actually below you. This seems like one of those times where... Oh yeah, here's another fortified firing position. They must have come under attack. And they were prepared to defend themselves. See what I mean? Look at this cash. And the thing is, there's nothing you can use cash for. This is United States dollars, so that's going to give you fabric if you recycle it. But there is a, is it a quest? It's an achievement where if you send 100 packets of money. See, now I picked those up and, well, there's 12. Okay, so it does count them as individuals. Can't get in here. Nope. How about around this end? Nope. So how you got in must be down here on this level. Aha! There is an openable door. Oh wow, look how spacious it is in here. Now this is the way to set up a... Ooh, another basketball. Thank you very much. Look at all this stuff. So my thought is that the robots lived with the humans and helped them set up these habitats. This would have been great, except when it rained. And then the humans died or shipped off-world. I'm hoping they shipped off-world and left the robots behind, maybe to caretake, to keep the place up, and then never came back. And eventually the robots picked a spot where they felt comfortable and powered down, waiting for humans to come back. They still haven't. And it expired. Their battery life went out. And very sad. After a life of service. To just be waiting and waiting and not have anybody show up. Gosh, that's a... Could hit you in the feels. But this is a very nice setup. I mean, they have really worked to make this homey. Okay, why are we stalled? We're stuck, guys. Oh, there we go. I'll come carve this all up after we figure it all out. This looks like all of it, though. There doesn't look to be any other additional space up here. Oh, wait. I take that back. You know, I don't know about you, but nothing hits me harder in these kinds of games than when you see little kids art or empty dog houses. Like in Daisy, when you're running around, they put dog houses in and they're empty. That's so darn sad. It's like, wouldn't the dogs have survived? At least for, I guess, for a while. But maybe they went feral, I don't know. But they're just gone and their dog houses are empty. Sometimes people have left little chains attached, yeah. So it's like so sad. Holy crap. But look how cozy they made this with little gathering places, comfortable places to sit and talk. I mean, places to work. Oops, don't fall. They're not going to need this stuff anymore. That's not money. But now, yeah, they're getting wily where they hide stuff. Hey, I've got an idea. I'm not going to grind that up. I'm going to take that back to the boat as part of my food containment device. Boy, there's a lot of stuff in here. Let's see. Do I need my backpack? Yeah. Give us enough time to crunch all this up. So far, this half, I did not see anything underneath it. Alright, so that's pretty much that. That's outside. It's night. Okay. Nice fabric. That'll come in handy. Okay. No secrets, no hiding places. That's out. Got one more little room back here. But I mean, if you had to wait out an apocalypse of the floaty kind, this is a pretty uncomfortable abode. I always assumed the water would be cold, but the water could have been warm. The global warming might have meant that the water temperature was going up. Okay. That way. Yep, I think we've gotten everything out of here that we can. Oh, that's bothersome. I can't see where I'm going. That's too bright. Let's turn that off. Might as well welcome the beasties. Okay, back up over to the boat. Get our free biofuel. Whoops. We haven't been to the lower level of this one. This one's a little bit bigger over here. Or in any of the crates, but I think that end, at least inside the crates, is done. Past our power supply. I don't think I'm going to, oops. I don't think I'm going to fix those up because they're not worth it. They're just going to take too many resources. And why would you park power here? Doesn't make sense. Let's go to the boat. This is the closest. I want to go in the night. Not without our head torch on. I hear you. Oh shit. No, don't go down. Not quite yet. I hear you. Okay, I might as well explore over here. To get these open when you're holding a gun, especially. Okay. Ooh. Thank you very much. Bomb. One of those doohickeys. Oh, that one's oxygen. Okay, we're almost back to daylight. Oh, we're gonna have to chance it here in a minute, okay, we're in. We'll come back for this stuff. We're getting too heavy. She says that she takes even more stuff. Can't help myself. get going. We can't loot anymore. Okay. Sunlight almost up. Grab this thing and head for the boat. Let's go to a ladder that's not too encumbered. Wow, this was the wrong choice. But we'll try it. Yeah, getting stuff up ladders has become an interesting experience. In the new release, to wiggle it. There we go. That wasn't too bad. They get hung up on stuff. And they do anyway, but there we go. We made it. Shoo. And we're just in the nick of time. Oh, let go of that. Oh, there we go. Wrong way. We gotta get power because our vision's starting to go wonky. Okay. They've made it so your vision starts to go all wavery if you're getting close to the last dribs of power. Oh, there's some floating off in the water there. Okay, so that's fully charged still. There we go. Get healed up. So far, my best strategy to date for dealing with the roller boys is to get up high. They can only elevate their guns to a certain level, and then you can, hopefully they can't get under you, because if they get under you, it's kind of negated, because then you have to get down off the ladder in order to hit them. But I tell you what, a little dropped electronic grenade goes a long way. But we don't need that anymore, so let's go offload them, because they tend to be heavy. There. We've got 9 of these great big fire grenades. They weigh 5 kilos each. That's like close to 15 pounds. These ones also weigh 5 kilos, so I've got 3 of those. That's 15 kilos worth. Excuse me, the little ones aren't as heavy, but they're still a kilo each. So if you carry a bunch of those, you're just weighing yourself down to the... I'm going to go ahead and split this out. We don't need that much ammo on us now. Yeah, let's just split everything and put that away. Because we do not need to be carrying that much weight. We're going to try to loot. You want to loot and scoot and be light. Got memories. We got some ores we don't need to be carrying with us. Sorry, guys. This had what in it? Oh, it had the biofuel, and we've taken that to different locations, so let's make this one a copper one, because we are always in need of copper ones. Heck, let's just put everything in there for right now and sort it out later. Let's go under and grind up all that stuff. Boat is looking very crowded, and I think physics-wise... Oh, I forgot to see if I need to fix those. Let's make sure we do that before they go haywire. You see the earlier, you can't see it now, but these two up front, they actually lost the upper part. It actually became detached, which was really weird. And once I fixed it, they were just hanging off to one side, but they started rotating and they were making power, and it was like the strangest looking thing. But it looks like the save has replaced them back to their... They were still working, but they looked wonky. Okay, everything there is good. And we'll check our power and see if when we're stationary, I think that the thing to do is to power everything down and just let the power recoup happen. Make sure our batteries are getting stocked back up. Yeah, they're still not at full capacity, so something's up with the power. Oh, it doesn't there. Oh, that's the boat in general. Yeah, we're still at 3.9 kilowatt hours, even though we're sitting in full sun. So something is weird about since we started doing all the food generation on the boat. And I have not run the electric motors. We drove here with the diesel. So I don't know what the deal is. Something's not working quite right since the update in terms of your power production and storage. So I'm just going to make sure everything is fixed. Make sure there's nothing that is causing us to be leaking power. Something, yeah, obviously something's not quite right. You normally don't see a food processor floating off your deck. Over here I've got a loose cable. I don't know where that was going, but it's not going there anymore, so let's get rid of it. I don't know that that causes trouble, but I also don't know that it doesn't. Oh, look, it's like it's going to float away. All right, we're getting rid of it. We'll rebuild it at Lazarus. I am not comfortable with that. Okay. All right, buddy. Sorry, but you're going bye-bye for now. So bizarre. I'll have to report that too. It was when I added the doohickeys that it kind of went wonky. Up until then, it was sitting locked to the deck. So something strange occurred there. We still got room to go down here. It's a little tight. Storage is so tight down here. I think we'll just take it all up to the deck and store it. Put our new memories in our memory box, which is actually getting pretty full, which is cool. Yeah, we're creeping up on full on the memory box. That doesn't happen every day. We'll put our new pieces parts here. We'll add some more when we take apart those two solar generators that are on the... Okay. The white one. So let's drop that one. Put it with its compadres. To our containment pods for the humans. We'll use the containment pods for 4 of them in the vault when we go down for them. But there are 5 containment pods down there and 9 humans. So we're ready for the rest of them. I'm still debating. You guys can let me know if you have some feedback. I'm still debating what's going to be the best approach in terms of creating humans. Like I said, 4 is going to be a huge power and water draw. I'm very sure of it. If I try to do all 4 at the same time. Yeah, so we've got a lot of resources. That's going to be so handy. We've been stocking and stashing and doing our best to snag it. Let's put these away. We don't need them right now. Yep. Oops. We've been snagging stuff and putting it away. Don't ask me why that... Oh, I know why it's lavender. Because it was originally it was the super high... let's put everything in there. Oh, we've got stuff that needs to go downstairs, yeah. Okay. Okay. We had these ones up here, though. And then I got nervous about having... After we had our weird... When the shark blew up and blew me... Oh! Yeah, let's take all of those. Take those downstairs since we're going. That's batteries. Or... What you call these? This is all gun related. That's all. Gun parts. Okay, now we're going downstairs, so we can just take this with us. I think when I find these things, I'm going to use them as food containment devices for right now, because of the food just shooting all over the place from this generator. And just put them, we'll line both sides of this walkway with them. Hard when the ship is rocking. There we go. And kind of we'll make a little alley. Oh my god, that's floating off too now. Oh geez. Something weird is happening. Okay. Do I have any more stuff I need to put in there? No. This is all food. Drop it in there, and then E again to close the box. Quick and easy. This is really well thought out, guys, to help you quick deposit stuff. So now it goes like with like. Alright, and then we got up in the room with the floating machine. I might have to detach that one too. I don't like that. Oof, kind of making me a little queasy too. Okay, that one's got everything. Okay. And this has the other two types. Or more than two types. Why didn't these go in with it? Are they already full? Protein. Protein is this one. Box is already full. Okay, I've got a contingency plan for that. I made overtime food cube box overflow. I made 3 overflow food boxes. Actually, I think this one might be an overflow food box as well. Nope, not yet, but we can if we need to. So we got 3 overflow cube boxes. Once these boxes are full, and then once I use some up, I will bring it up. Alright, so that's basically... See, these boxes are mostly empty. This one has let's see, it's iron in it. So I can put stuff in them if I need to. Oh, I forgot to put... Here, I'll just do that right now. Forgot to put that downstairs while I was down there. And I forgot to put that down too. So, there we go. We don't need 43 of these things. Not right now. Alright, that's going to make us lighter. I've got an extra one of those. Alright, back to it. Let's grab a little power. Yeah, so we're basically trying to maximize our space and be ready for making our humans comfortable. Okay, we've been underneath here. We saw that there was not any moon pool. So I don't think we checked underneath the other one yet, though. Nope, so let's go check that real quick. I'm getting threat music. Check and see if there's a moon pool under here. Nope. But there was a sweetie. Yep, there is. Ah. Okay, so this was their last resort. Oh, hey, and it goes up. Oh no. One assumes that might have been a hatch that they could cut in if they wanted to. Oh, it's just the ceiling structure. Never mind. Okay, so we got some supplies, some batteries. No memories, I guess. Oh, there's one. Are there any shelves that we might spot something tucked into? I don't think so. So that's basically... Nope, just ceiling. Okay, let's grab all this stuff real quick. So even if you don't want the stuff, it's worth a look. And also, if you don't, if you see a pile of stuff on the deck, make sure you at least push it aside, even if you don't want to chop it all up. Because some people are all about the stuff, and some people are all about just the progression of the story and moving quickly like a speed run. So you wouldn't necessarily stay down here and grind all this stuff up. But I know that the next step... Oh, there's another one. Yay! The next step is going to be very resource... Oh, that was a new one! I just got the new data. Love letters. Must have been the watch. Stopwatch. No, I've gotten stopwatches before, so that wasn't it. But I got an achievement there. Something new. Just after I picked that up, but I didn't. It goes by so fast. I didn't have a lot of time to read it. Okay, we got that end of the room. That's it. They're getting wily with hiding stuff in weird places. Unless the only thing that bothers me about it is sometimes they're putting it too far under things. And in the way our physics works. I hear the bumblebee. You can't, the way physics works in this game, you can't reach underneath things. Even if you squat, you can only reach so far. And at the last listener, there's a place that I got to where you, the money's stashed underneath something, but it's a little too far under, so you can't. Not even when you're squatting, you can't reach it. You can't. Ooh, more bombs. Yes, thank you. Or grenades. You can't get to it. But yeah, so like stuff like this, stuff like that, when it's piled up, you want to move it at least, because there could be a hole underneath it that takes you to a secret area. Alright. Turn that off. We've been there. We just discovered this place. Okay, we didn't go upstairs, so should we just take the stuff you could siphon off? Okay, that was new log data. Oh, hello. Like I said, I think they went down somewhere where they could just power down, where they felt comfortable. Maybe this was the human he cared for's room. Isn't that sad? The idea that they got left behind. Yeah. They just lived to serve. we got additional memories there. They got a window. Okay, we're at the top level. You can't open the doors. So this is maximum containment. Well, that was weird. I had both my gun and the grinder out at the same time. I didn't know you could do that. Take the stuff. I don't think you're supposed to be able to. I didn't like it. Okay, so let's go ahead and grind this up and get out of here. Been underneath, we found a spot. Everything over here. So 2 roller boys protecting this place. I still haven't figured out why. There was like a reason. Then they got sniper situations, so you would think that they're protecting something. But right now we haven't found anything like super secret or anything like that that would warrant the extra security. I suppose they were just humans prepared to protect themselves at all costs until they got off on their trip to space. There probably would have been marauders like coming around trying to steal your food and your supplies, because you know that's what people do. That was a weird noise. We got a lot more to grind up here, and I don't have that much power left, so let's get out for now. Come back. Already been in here. I saw you. I heard you coming. Yeah, we'll come back and gather up all this stuff. Still get threat music. I think it's because of the oh, that's the noise I heard before, so it was probably a weevil that was sneaking up on me that popped. Yeah, still a lot of stuff to gather up here, but so far I think the majority of the things are discovered. But I'm going to look around a little bit more and see if there's any additional areas that we can't find. I'll look underneath everything down here in a sec once we get back. So we've been through these crates. We've been up to the 2nd level. We've been up on the tower. Oh, there's a guy hanging there. Check that out. I didn't see him. Oh, no, never mind. I haven't got the power to get him. So let's get back to the boat. Come for me, weevils. And use the biofuel. Those puppies. I hope everybody's feeling well and is safe with the weather. Oh, look, this is taking off. It's actually going to migrate on out of here. That's not going to be good, so let's go ahead. We already detached its power cords. I don't remember doing that, but apparently we did because it's not tethered by anything. Let's just go ahead and take this down. It's 100% durability, so we'll just be able to recreate it elsewhere. Yeah, that was That was not good. Get all those off of us. There we go. I'm gonna bring another one of those down from upstairs. Composter. So there are two different types of composters. I don't know if I mentioned that. There's a white one and a green one. We made the green one because we just needed the green supplies. But let me show you real quick the other one. So this is the green one that we made. That's like the junior version, and it just creates food. It needs water and power, and it makes food. This is the prime version. It also produces methane, and it produces a lot of methane. So that was so cool, because I managed to fill my methane tank up real quick. It didn't make food, but it made the methane. So, and I think I figured out why it didn't make the food, like the same problem I had with this. So when we get where we're going, like at Exodus, where we need to fill methane tanks, I'm going to pop this puppy up and just power it up and let her rip for the methane. And we'll have it filled in no time. I filled the this 6,000 liter methane tank in about 20 minutes, maybe. No problem. And these oxygen tanks I filled off the Sabatier. But then I don't know if we're actually going to need them. So I'm hoping when we get there we will. I got the stuff to create another one because I chopped one of the ones up at the last listener. So we've got all the pieces, parts we need, and I could just park that on the shore and pump all of our oxygen off the ship, get rid of these on the ship, and then go use it for the rocket, because I understand you need oxygen, methane, and power, I think, to launch the ship. Oh shit, we're out of power. Speak of which, better grab some quick. Not paying attention. Alright, so see, we've got the moon pool underneath. Oh, that one needs some too. That's not a good fit for that one. Fire it up after I get... Oh shit, oh, don't take that off. What the hell are you doing? That must have come off this top tank. That came off of this. I think it's off both now. These weren't easy to get attached in the first place, so there we go. I bumped into it and knocked it off. Petrol with those last little two. Won't make much, but it's better than wasting it. Okay, why are we still so heavy? Oh yeah, good one. Gotta put away the sniper rifle. Now these things are floating. What the hell? Is that floating off the deck? It looks like it is. Maybe I'm just going crazy. Sniper rifle rounds, another 75. Oh my gosh, that is so good, because those are the underwater ones. That is so good. And we got now 102. These didn't cost us 1 penny of titanium. That is terrific. And let's see, we're gonna put our hand grenade in the hand grenade box. There we go. Every one of those we find is very, very welcome. Let's get rid of all this stuff. have about 300 and some aluminum now, which is real unusual. That's one of the hard ones to collect. Got a lot of gold. If I were a Midas touchy kind of person, I would be thrilled with how much gold we've got. So, I took a hit from something. Not sure what. Nope, that's not right. Let's go over here and get vitality. There we go. Let's just go ahead and save. Each major step so you don't have to repeat anything if it... It has glitched a few times. So, it glitched before the update, but it's glitched quite a few times since the update. So, just FYI, make sure you're saving and saving often so you don't lose a chunk of your progress. See if there's anything right around here. I don't see anything, but... it's worth a look. Never know where the hole is going to be. They've gotten very cagey in the new release. I don't know if this, like I said, I don't know if this is a new release or an old release, but they've gotten very cagey with where they put the secret things and make it interesting for us. Let's move all this stuff away and make sure there's not any holes there. That I don't think so, because we've been under where it would have been. And they're not like magically creating space. They're just, oh. Yeah, this is what I mean. There's money under there. Way back there. I don't think I'm going to be able to get that. Because, oops, you can't squat. And if you can't get the grab symbol, you're not going to be able to get it. So that's kind of frustrating that they put those in unreachable places. And there's more money under that pile over there, so I want to get up to 100. I think I'm pretty close. And I've been finding little piles of it, but I don't know if they need just US dollars or because you get a combination of US and like European currency in these stashes. So I don't know if it needs 100 of each or 100 of one or 100 total of both. Don't know. But that's again just an achievement to put a teddy bear, and I don't know if it's supposed to be a white or a brown teddy bear or if it matters. So I think maybe I'll put one of each, and then money. Let me get an achievement. Okay, squat. Back off a little bit. See, I'm not able to get the grabbing icon on that at all. So all that money is now hidden in a place that I can't get to. That's really frustrating for me. I can't pull it through there. I wonder if I can get it from below. Make it tough because you're bobbing around a lot, and I don't know how far down the water is. I think it's a little too far. But see, all that money is now trapped under there, and I can't get it out. Can't reach it. And I've tried and tried and tried in these kinds of places, and you just can't get to it. It's very aggravating. I've tried putting something under there and tried to like grab it out, but you can't control the item that you're holding in that way. I'll show you what I mean. Like I can't like jab that under there. Oh, I don't know. We'll give it a try. And knock the money out. It's not how it works. It just pushes it further back in. Yeah, so that's really, that's not cool. And I've noticed quite a few places like that where they put it under something and it's just too far under. Excuse me. You don't have a grabber, a device that you can use to like lengthen your reach. Can't go under the stairs. Can't crawl under things like that. But let's go underneath and see if I can reach. Maybe I can get it from below. Can I see it? Ah, there it is. I don't think I can grab it through something. Oh, oh, I can. Okay, we got a new technique. Where we have a way to get underneath, we can grab. Okay, so we grab that stuff. Just go along here with our E. Spam that whole area. Oh, it's hard to hold on though. Hold position. Ah! Because you're bouncing with the waves. I think I got it all. Okay. Well, that was good. That was a good thought. Wait. Is that a set of stairs? No. Just those coils of... Alright. So that was... Did I get it all? No, there's one there. I don't see it. I couldn't see it. Let me try again. So we missed that one. I'll be under here. Right up in here. I think I got through here, but I wasn't able to grab it. Because it's up on that orange doohickey. I can't get it. No. I'm not moving me around, guys. Oh, there it is. I can see it, but I can't get to it. I think that's it. Oh, I got it. I think I got it. Okay, let's go look. I'm determined not to get bamboozled. I got it. I got all the money from underneath there by going underneath. Okay, I'm going to use that technique on the other ones. Alright, and we ground everything up here. Wasted a lot of time. Sorry about that, but I just find that kind of stuff. I'm a loot hoarder, and it's important that we get as much stuff as we can when we go back to these. I know that Exodus is going to be requiring a lot of resources as well. We're going to have to build a power bank. We're going to have to build... I assume there won't be batteries there, never are. So we're going to have to get batteries built. We're going to have to get tanks built. That's why I'm doing stuff in advance to try to prep for that. I know some people are bothered by the fact that I'm not doing the storyline in the order it was prescribed by the powers that be, but there's no right or wrong way to play a game in my mind. I think you have... Oh, this is probably a hidden spot, guys. I think we found one. Aha! Dirty dogs. Alright. Oh, it's a Tommy. Oh, hot dog. I like these Tommies. The little dinosaurs named Tommy. Thank you for your protection of these people's things. Your duty is over. I shall put you back into service. That's like I say, even if you're not in the mood to chop everything up, at least look under it. There could be something hiding under there. And maybe it doesn't matter to people about Tommy themselves, but he's a memory. And I'll look in just 1 second and tell you what he gives. He gives 3 empathy. So when you're building your humans, you have a certain number of traits. Oh, by the way, don't forget, if you're not going back to a place, there is no reason to protect the bumpers. And I tend not to park close to a place even though sometimes it would be more convenient. But the reason is because my boat will rub. I don't know if I can get that from here. There we go. My boat will rub on the, because of the positioning of the, oh look at, did that close all by itself? Oh shoot, those are hard to open. That one does not want to open, so. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying, sorry. It was important. Oh shit, we have our backpack on already. So we better get back to the boat. Oh, that was exciting. We found ourselves a real secret. I keep diving off of it without checking to see if the shark is there. That's a foolish thing. I did see a shark. And I've been diving around underneath the boat too without checking for the shark first. That's the kind of way you get dead. So anyway, there's, like I said, there's two ways to play the game. There's one, just speed run it and just get through. Well, there's more than one way, but that's the two that come to mind. And where I take criticism is a couple people have mentioned, like, why are you taking this such a long and convoluted way to get through? Because I'm curious and I want to go explore. And there isn't any wrong way to go. So I don't see what point there is in that. I'm going to pick up some food. Oh, I got away already. But I did pick up some food nuggets, yeah. Oh, and we want to put Tommy away with his yellow stopwatch. Oh, yeah, we put away that. We got some carbon fiber going on. So right now that is the only equipment on board. Oh, see, I don't need this stuff anymore because we don't need to create this aisle anymore because we're I'll move everything. We're not going to create food on board anymore. At least not right now. So I'll get rid of those later. Where are we going with this stuff? Oh, up on deck. And we are very close to running out of pet power, so we need to get that taken care of. So it really worked out well to pile these on top of each other. Or to put them in a row like this, because now I could just run down the row, open each lid, drop the stuff in, move on to the next one. It works out really well. Kind of like a general drop box at this moment. That's where the food was stashed. I'll sort it all out later. Well, that's a lot of extra stuff, so I think we're going to be fine. Alright, back to the place just for, I think, one last run. Oh, wait, shit. Power first. Oh, no, backpack is not powered up. Get our backpack powered up. Huh, it's not giving me the option. Wonder why. It's empty, so it should give me the option. Equalize self. Drop reel. Nope, not. why that's not letting me. Okay, what are you doing? Okay, there we go. But why is it not letting me power up the backpack? Ah, there we go. Every so often it does that, where it's kind of quirky. You see that the backpack doesn't really hold that much power, but it does do a number for you. Oh shoot, not got dark. Oh well. I'm not afraid of a few weevils. Okay, go back here into this habitat. And this one. Grind up the remaining stuff, and then I think we're done in here. We'll move on to Lazarus, and we'll start establishing our stuff there. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here, not force you to watch me do all this grinding. And then I'll bring you back when we're off to the Lazarus. Okay, folks. Shot. Beautiful shot. We got the daylight coming up behind us. We got the moon going down in front of us, and we got Lazarus just ahead of us. There is another unknown not far, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to drop there. We're going to start putting our things into production. We're going to start building power. And then we're going to sail off there while it stocks up the batteries before we have to actually draw from anything. Because I've got 7 batteries upstairs. I've got 2 on the balcony. I've got 2 on the entranceway. That's just not going to cut it. I can tell you because I've got 13 or 14, maybe more batteries on board here now. Actually, I've got 5 and 4 is 9 and 4 is 13 and 3 downstairs. That's 16 batteries on here. And we are not able to keep up with the production needs of the food processor, let alone the baby making rags, the cradles, Lazarus cradles. So we definitely need to grab more power. We need to check in on the power production stuff that we do have. Move away from the expensive. There's a mine. I forgot we had mines here, so we have to be careful. Move away from the expensive wind generators and get more solar up. I just start pounding every surface that we can find with Lumi Maxes or at least Lumi Mids. Lumi Maxes cost titanium, so I'm going to go easy on those because they produce more power, but in the end, they eat up a lot of supplies. I think it's 3 titanium per, so just keep that in mind. There's some places around the edges here that we haven't been to. I'm going to have to come back and try to get to those. Watch out for those mines. Yeah, those little stairwells and doorways and stuff, they probably have to drop down to from above. Not super comfortable doing that, but never stopped me before. Hello, Sharky. I would stop and grab him, but we got bigger fish to fry, so to speak. Let's get back inside. Slow that motor down. Some steerage only. Come up here and land at our dock. Without hitting that landmine. It's uncomfortably close. And we're going to go clip that landmine. Get it out of our hair. And I definitely want to dock at the lower one, because that one you don't go under in bad weather. Although the weather here is always a lot nicer than it is in other places we've been, so maybe we don't have to worry too much about that. But definitely want to just kind of sidle up to this dock here. as we get. I might be too far away to put the mooring cables, but we'll find out. Oh shit, didn't mean to do that. We'll do the front one first. There we go. I think there's only the one ladder. Might be too far away. Yep, a little too far away. We've had this happen before. Well, we're good. We'll just have to do a slight swim. Let's go and start making pieces parts. Okay, we've got a 19 on there. That's a white one. That's a conservative coil. Let's get one of the efficiency matrices on there too. How much power have we generated? 4.4, yeah, so we're still not up to full steam on the batteries. It's very distressing. But let's go ahead and start making the things that we're going to need. First, let's go gather the things that we've already collected that we know go into these things. So we need battery cells, connector parts, alloy frames, and logic chips for that. We need solar cells, connector ports, logic chips, and alloy frames. So very similar, just add solar cells. I don't know that we'll get... Just add turbine blades for that. Okay, so let's grab what we can of the common pieces in case we decide to put some more power up there. Okay, we need connector ports, logic chips, solar cells, alloy frames, I don't think we need any of those things. Nope, I don't think so. Alright, so we got what's available in that box. We got three repositories where I've been dumping this stuff. We need battery core. We need turbine blades. Connectors. We need logic chips. We need alloy frames. Yeah, we don't need any of that. Head up top. Oh gosh, we're heavy now. How much cables have we got on us? Not very many. Okay, so mainly it's all gonna be power cables. So we stockpiled a couple more of those to help us with our containment. So let's go ahead and just grab a ton of these. We're gonna need stuff to make connector ports, so let's get some of the... We need iron and plastic for that, so there's our iron. We don't need that many. Now, I did ask a technical question on the forum, and I'll ask you guys what you think. From a sheerly physics perspective, yeah, there was. Are we going to need to be mindful of how much power we're putting through these conduits? Because like if you have a Cat 6, you can go a certain distance, it can put a certain amount of data through. If you have like a big power draw like an air conditioner or a refrigerator, you have to have a different kind of circuit. Do you think that they've taken it that detailed? Because in several instances I've had big draw equipment just not function well when it's not drawing directly off the ship or directly off of a bank of batteries. If it's coming through any other equipment, it just doesn't work very well. And I don't know if that's a realistic worry or if it's just me being silly, but It feels to me like it's a legitimate concern. Fix what we got. Hey, that didn't damage too much. For as long as I've been away, I'm very surprised. Maybe they only get damaged. That was another theory of mine. Maybe they only get damaged when you're not around. Of course, I put this lamp in place to make sure that at night the oh, that means glass and fabric. Wow, that is the first time I can think of where the solar power panels need more fix than the wind ones. So yeah, so my theory was, sorry, I got distracted. That these only get damaged when you're around. When you're gone, fabric, okay. But in the interim, let's go ahead and build some. Let's make another. But in the question of how much, those are both wind, so I'm not blocking anything. How much power can you drag through each cable before it becomes problematic? I'm just going to put a bunch of these along here. We'll gather power when they're not blocked by the building. I don't know how often they're blocked by the building. Let's turn this that way. But we are just going to build a ton of these things. Each three will get their own connector. So that's the thing that I was wondering is, am I causing trouble by having them all go through the same wiring, or is that a foolish worry? I don't know. I'm going to get the cyclones up. These ones don't have to be far apart from each other because they don't interchange. They don't conflict with each other, and they don't shadow the. Here, we're just going to put a bunch of them up, and then we're going to worry about batteries, because this place is going to really need batteries. I put them on the wall in here. Let's see how well they survived. Because at night interesting that the power seems to be off down here. Yeah, they need repair. Fabric. They're not at full capacity. So that's probably because it was storming. But see, they shouldn't drain. They should be going to full power and staying there, but they're just not receiving enough power. So I'm going to go ahead and build some of these, but I'm going to build them over here. How many was that? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 over there. We're going to build at least 4 over here. And this is why we were gathering all these materials, because I was very concerned about the power situation. Okay, we'll put that one up. 2, 3. Doesn't matter. 4. They're not going to interfere with anything. 5. We're just going to build a butt ton of them, and we're going to fill them all up. Make sure we can get to them. So we'll stagger these so we can associate the. Okay. They're not going to interfere with the elevator. I'll put them in between those ones that are on the wall above them. I think I'll be able to hop up onto them and manage the power draw that way. There we go. 1. How many have we got now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top row, 5 on the bottom row. Let's just go ahead and put 6. So I have 12 altogether. And then we're just going to build, put that one, the last one there, so it's easy to get power out of that bank. Okay. And now we're just going to build the daylights out of it. So I'm going to just start. I've got stuff on me. And I'll just start building the missing bits as I walk around down here. I'm close enough to the boat that I should not have a problem with interfering with each other. Oh, you know what else? I forgot to go up on shore. Oh gosh, I'm so heavy. I forgot to go up on the front deck and check the box there, because it's going to have some parts in it too that would be pertinent to our effort. Oh, geez, so heavy. Yeah, so we're going to use. I'm convinced that they expanded the distance from which you can. Let's see. Nope, don't need any of those, but those will work. Alright. So no battery cores, that's going to be there. They expanded the distance from which you can access the boat's supplies, I'm pretty sure. I'm getting better at walking down narrow places. Not falling off. Alright, now let's go down north. I could bring my lights over here too, but they draw power to protect the things on this area from the yeah, let's go ahead and build some more of these out here. Go with the we need as many production stuff as we can get. Okay, where's the green there it is. Start producing right away. Solar cells. Put those out on the edge where they're going to have the most possibility to catch sun and not interfere with each other. Okay, we want that to rotate. The other one's sun. This far apart. Might as well put them all the way across. Got the floor space. Might as well use it. We got plenty of materials, guys. So if you're sweating that, don't worry. We've been collecting materials like crazy. Okay, so now let's go and get close. Alright, is everybody plumbed in yet? I don't think so. Nope, we got a couple more to plumb in over here. Okay. Now we're gonna get hit by weevils. Start making pieces parts. Add missing. I think you can probably do like one set at a time before you confuse it. So we'll just wander around making our pieces parts and adding them in as they materialize. We'll put another tap right about here. Materializing. And we'll just go ahead and keep adding more missing parts to the queue. I'm hoping this will work and not confuse the build process, because it is a lot to demand. This will use up a good chunk of our resources, but not too shabby. Let's go that way. There we go. They're popping into fruition as we speak. I'm gonna get them wired up. Ah, we need more iron and fabric. So let's go ahead and keep making these things until daylight. Let's get some. Well, I can't make any more of those things. So let's just go ahead and keep making the parts. That's interesting that it won't let me make those. I'm out of plastic. It won't let me make those from the ship, but it may have to be over here. No, I think I have to go get another big chunk of supplies from there. Okay, this one's powered up. I can go there for now. Oh wait, it's already attached. Those are all three attached. Equipment. Okay, these two over here. I don't think that was the best placement for those guys, because they are up against the building. But they work. I thought they'd be protected under the lights, but for some reason the lights are off. I did not power this place down when I left, so something has happened. These lights were white when I got here last, so something has happened to shut them down. Alright, let's get back out to the boat. Grab up another big pile of iron, and there we go. There's some more iron for us. We need, oh here, I'll just put these here for now. We need plastic. much iron have I got? 48. We'll take 51 in the plastic and match it. It's super heavy. Let's grab some more power for us. So you can see what's needed on the left-hand side there as you're building. So that helps you target what you need. But it looks like as long as you're within 100 feet of the boat, that's why it's handy to build them down here too. It's because we can get to, oh, there's one of those guys. Not jumping in the water quite yet. They have leeches inside of them, and when you get close to them, they pop and they launch all the leeches at you. Very unpleasant little fellas. It takes quite a bit of effort to oh, there he goes, he popped. But my light is on them, so they're turning into biofuel right there. So I'll be able to pick all that up. There's some more over there. The length that this thing goes to is quite astonishing, this Eclipse headlight. It reaches across the gap. Alright, we don't worry about the leeches. We're not scared of no stinking leeches. There's your biofuel. One thing I don't know the answer to, which people have asked me, is biofuel as effective as regular diesel? Or is it something like substandard diesel? I don't know. It works. There is a finite distance, though, that you can bring these cables. There's a finite distance that you can bring them. And I'm not exactly sure how far the limit is, but when I was at the last listener and tried to drag these across the bridge, they wouldn't go. Now, it could be that it was too far, and it could also be that it won't let you take them across a non-permanent structure. From a purely physics perspective, that makes sense to me. Let's get one of these suckers finalized. So we can start pumping the juice into them. Okay, now we can start to bring more and more up. To our cyclones. Add missing parts. Add missing parts. Waiting for materials. Okay, I've gotten too far away from the boat. There we go. As long as I stand within a certain distance of the boat. Stand or swim, and it has to be the front of the boat. And I think that's because that's where all the supplies are, or the vast majority of them. They're either in the hull. Hey, there was some biomatter over here that disappeared. Dang it. Shoot, there's only just the one ladder. But see, I'm still making. Oh, there's someone in the boat. I'm still making parts while I'm floating around in the water picking up the biofuel. Thank you. Contribution, you're welcome. Take you later. You're all week. There we go. I wish you could another ladder. Wouldn't that be cool if you could build a ladder wherever you wanted? Alright, let's see. This one is... Alright, now see, we got 1, 2, 3. The back row is going to that one. Let's take the front row to another one. Those 3. 1, 2, 3 of those we'll bring here. That's 1, 2, 3. And then these 3. Bring this way. Far end. Start gathering that fuel right now. This one we're going to take to here. This one is coming here. Going over here. So basically what I was asking was, should I bring another node, instead of attaching all these large sets of things into one thing and then packing it into the batteries, should I be separating them out into separate lines and do like subsets of batteries and then tag the batteries together? Will that matter in terms of the physics of trying to make sure that the power is not gated in any way? Because I've been surprised at the fact that the batteries are not full. You know, because to me, as much power as I'm generating, they should be full. At least it seems like it should be. Okay. So I'm a little off-put by the fact that they're not. Like, I've been gone a while. What's draining the power? We've got a lot of power generation going on. Oh, maybe it doesn't generate when I'm not here. That is a possibility. Okay, let's get another one of those. They require a lot of the same materials too, so I think they rob each other. Okay. There we go. We got one under production. Waiting for materials again, so we've gotten too far away from the boat. Now we're in the right zone. Let's power these guys up. I've got one here that's not connected. So we'll need another, at least 2 more connectors over here. Anyway, that was my question. If anybody has an answer to the power drain versus, let's see, this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, versus the storage of power, and how much do we need to pay attention to that kind of stuff? I don't know the answer, and I love feedback from people. I'm not a no meta kind of person, so if you have an answer, or you think you do, please feel free to let me know. Those are all full, so let's split them out. And over here. Say, oh my god, this is such overkill. She's really gone over the top. But I've been standing there watching the power drain right out of all the batteries. So just keep that in mind. Oops. I'm not nuts. Well, not completely. There we go. Just keep adding these things into the queue. And it's waiting for material. So I got a little bit too far away from the boat. There we go. So I need to go over and put the power away. Okay. That one's going to need to go into that set of batteries. There is one spot left on that one. That one's already plumbed through. Spot on that battery, so when that one starts to fruition, we'll be able to plumb that over here. Right now it's not adding any power to that one. Well, it's only just starting to get daylight. Okay. Oh, I'm too far away. As they pop in, then I'll hook them up. But I think we've got enough connections now. We might need one more over here. Okay, count. Okay, this one is for 1, 2, and 3. Those 3 don't have one. Okay. We'll get another one of those down for this set. And then where is that going to go? That can go over here. Okay. That means this one. Oh, everything's already tapped in. Okay. Gotcha. I think we're good. I think everything's wired into a hub and going in the right direction. So as things develop, start to materialize. Just stand here and collect stuff. Get this all set up to a massive amount of power coming in, or we will have. Got 9, 12 more batteries, 12 more batteries going there. Alright. Start on the next one. Then we have to make sure that they're all there. That's so cool. I love how it works. Then when we go away, I don't know that they continue to generate power while you're away. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe they don't. When you're away from base, maybe they don't continue to bank power. Yeah, missing parts. We'll just keep adding things to the queue. Make sure we got everything hooked up that is already Generated, yep. Now these battery banks are not they're not connected to this battery bank, so let's go ahead and do that. We want everything. Oh wait, no. We don't want them connected because we want to pull for food down here. We could add some more over here though, more batteries to connect to upstairs and start banking more. Because I want to separate out the power for the food supply from the power to run the cradles themselves. And when we're ready, we'll be able to add those in too. When we're ready to run the cradles rather than making the food, we will just connect in the battery banks. That makes sense to me. Rotate that up. Make sure everything can reach to each other. There we go. We are going to have so much overkill. That's okay. Okay, these are ready. Nothing's been produced yet. Okay, this one isn't connected. Get everything into production ASAP. That one's already hooked in. Those are all hooked in. Okay. So let's go ahead and add missing ones. I'm sure this is scintillating content, guys, but bear with me. And I might bring you back after I get this done, instead of making you watch me build battery banks. But again, this is Lazarus, and we are back to solve the energy problem and also to get the pumps started. So I'll take you into the pumps once we get done working on this. So thank you for your patience. I'll be back in a bit.